Tara na. Nala si ma'am. Psst, pakilam na mo. Psst, huy.
Uy, pag tinarong mo na si ma'am. Pag tinarong mo ba?
Boys at the back, sit properly. Okay, class, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, very good. You may now sit down. Before we start, as I promised last meeting, we have an oral recitation. Now, the question is, handa na ba kayo?
Of course, ma'am.
Escucha las palabras de las brujas, los secretos escondidos en la noche.
Hoy, Aldrin,
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Yung kami kumatawa.
Okay, since everyone is ready, here's the first question.
Taysa, mabilin ako.
How can the school administrator take part in the inclusive education from the initial phase to implementation, transition phase, and up until the inclusion phase? Yes, Angela?
The school administrator must first establish a clear vision and secure the necessary resources and staffing during the initial phase to build a foundation for equity. Then, facilitate the transition through staff training and policy reform to dismantle barriers for diverse learners. They ultimately sustain the inclusion phase by fostering a collaborative culture and continuously monitoring student data to ensure every child is meaningfully engaged and supported.
Alright, very good. For the next question, how about the regular teachers?
wala pa ko ka-study. Wait lang.
No one? Okay, I can see that Archeline has the answer. Archeline?
Sa initial class po teacher, ang mga regular teachers po ang student ay dapat po kasali sa pag-assess and pag-plan po. And then sa transition phase po ay dapat kasali na po sila sa training and
Okay, thank you, Archeline. Anyone who wants to add?
You have been slain.
Yes, Aldrin?
Ma'am,
Wala na.
ano po ulit yung tanong?
Yan kasi di nakikinig. Again, how can the regular teachers take part in the inclusive education from the initial phase to the implementation transition phase and up until the inclusion phase?
Taysa, asa itong mga kopya na ako gaina?
I think, ma'am, the regular teachers support inclusive education by helping identify learners' needs early and preparing through training and planning inclusive strategies. They then implement and sustain inclusion by collaborating with others and also adapting instructions and fostering an equitable classroom for all students po.
Okay, that's a good one. Yung mga nasa cellphone dyan, pakilagay na sa bag. Okay, for the next question, how about for the SPED teacher? How they can take part in the inclusive education from the initial phase to the implementation transition phase and up until the inclusion phase. Chloe, kanina ka pa tumitingin sa kisame. May sagot ka ba?
Ma'am, in the initial phase, SPED teachers help prepare the school and guide regular teachers about inclusion. And in the transition phase, they collaborate in assessing learners and preparing materials. Also, in the inclusion phase, ma'am, they provide continuous support and strategies to meet each learner's needs, ma'am.
Anyone who wants to add? Jory, parang kanina pa rin natin si Miss Johnny Chloe.
Sige, chismis pa man, ha, deserve.
ano ma'am, sa initial phase, mga SPED teachers ay tumutulong sa pag-prepare ng school para sa inclusive education sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng impormasyon sa mga regular teachers upang mas maintindihan nila kung ano ang inclusion. At sa transition phase naman, transition phase na tama? Tapos, makipag-collaborate sila sa regular teachers sa pag-assess ng learners with special needs at paghanda ng mga materials bago opisyal na magsimula ang inclusion program. Tapos, sa last inclusion phase, mga SPED teachers ay nagbibigay ng tuloy-tuloy na suporta at technical assistance sa paggamit ng tamang strategies upang matugunan po ang needs ng bawat learners namin.
Mabuti naman. Thank you, Joey. Now, for the next question. How about the non-teaching personnel? Anyone? Who can answer this? Yes, Lian?
Non-teaching personnel po can help by noticing students at the start and in the transition po. Ma'am, hindi ko na po kaya.
Nice try, Lian. Ikaw, Aaron, kanina ka pa nagsasalpin dyan.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Ano po, ma'am, alam ko po yung sagot, ma'am. Non-teaching personnel po is a teaching personnel driven inclusion by removing barriers at every touch point. In the initial phase, they ensure physical and digital accessibility during enrollment and facility audits. During transition, they provide social and emotional safety in non-academic spaces like hallways and cafeterias, modeling inclusive behavior. And finally po, ma'am, in the inclusion phase, they sustain the environment through inclusive procurement by maintaining a school-wide culture of belonging.
Very good. Makinig at huwag na mag-cellphone, okay? And now, for the last question.
Uy, Marie, nana si Ma'am.
Marie, ikaw na lang hindi nakasagot. Marie? Hello, Marie?
Ma'am, ano po yun? Yung question po pala. Parents can take part in inclusive education starting from the beginning by sharing important information about their child, like their needs, their strengths, and also their difficulties, so the teachers can plan better. And also, during the implementation of transition phase, parents can support the child at home, communicate regularly with teachers, and participate in meetings or school activities to check the child's progress. Then, in the inclusion phase, parents can continue encouraging their child, help build confidence, and work with the school to make sure the child feels accepted and supported in the regular classroom. Ma'am, I just want to share something.
Yes, Angela?
I just want to share my experience. I noticed that when I was in elementary, we had a classmate who learned differently from us. At first, some of us didn't really understand why he needed extra help. But when our teacher explained it to us and treated him like everyone else, the atmosphere in the classroom changed. He became more comfortable participating, and we also learned how to be more patient and understanding. That experience made me realize that inclusive education is not only about our program or our roles, but also about how people in the classroom choose to understand and accept one another. Sometimes people's actions and awareness can already make a big difference.
Hands up, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella. La, la.
Alright, very good. Now, to sum up everything, the implementation of inclusive education is a collaborative effort where school administrators provide the leadership and resources, while regular and SPED teachers merge their expertise to deliver an integrated, high-quality instruction for all learners. This academic shift is reinforced by non-teaching personnel who maintain a safe, accessible environment, and parents who act as a vital partners in supporting their child's development from home. Together, these stakeholders transform the school from traditional setting into a unified community where every student, regardless of ability, has the support and opportunity to succeed. Since we're done, now let's proceed to our next lesson.